Alright, today we're going to review the WE 4.3 Hi Capa. To start off with, this gun retails for about $100. Depending on where you get it at e-bike, it'll be about $105. And you want to get the Holy Cow special, you get an extra magazine for $3. It's a $25 magazine. It's a very good deal. You should get it. Alright, to start off with, the FPS on this gun is about 330 FPS. We chronographed it with 0.25 BBs, and it turned out to be 340 FPS, so that's kind of concerning, but it's also a good thing at the same time if you want a higher FPS. This gun has two safeties on it. That has to be pushed. If you don't push it, you can't pull the trigger. That was not loaded, by the way. And then the second safety is right here. Can't pull the trigger because the safety's on. This safety though, the problem is that it comes undone very easily, so half the time it won't even be on. But that's fine, you don't have to worry about shooting yourself since you have this safety on here. I got the brushed metal version. I thought it looked a little bit nicer than the black version. The sights, I don't know if you can see these. They're dotted all the same though. This sight, the dot fell off. That kind of, it's not good. But that's fixable. You can adjust the rear sight, the front sight is fixed. It comes with a threaded orange barrel. That's a good thing if you want to attach a suppressor or a flash hider. I don't know how you take it off. What else can I say? Oh yeah, the slide does not lock back. That's a bad example. It usually does not lock back after you're done shooting it. It does sometimes, probably like 1 out of every 10 times it'll lock back. I do not know why. I'm sure that can be fixed. It's not that big of a deal to start with. The mag release is on this side. Nothing to really say about that. It functions like it should. You got to be careful. If you fire this too rapidly, the O-rings will freeze up and the gas will not stay in very well. It'll start leaking. You have to give it a break. No rapid fire. These mags, there's a cool thing. If you don't like the butt in them, there's a little button you can press in there if you have a pin or something, and you can just take them right off, and it's, you know, it's really nice actually. Spring's fine. There's a little button right here on the mag. If you want to release the gas, you can release it. So that's always nice. But if you're going to store them for a long period of time, you want to keep a little bit of gas in them. It keeps your mags a little better. By the way, this little thing, when the slide stains back, that's how you put it back. If you want to take the slide off, this is kind of tricky. See this little dot right here? You want to keep that where that little pin is. If you don't do that, it won't come off hard. And there's this button right here. You press that. Second, it's gonna take. Oh, make sure your mag's out. I did not. Your mag has to be out. Bad example. Okay, try that again. Press that. Pull this part out. That's how you take your slide off. It's very simple. Your hop-up unit is that little gear right there. You adjust that each way to adjust the hop-up. That's your recoil spring. That's your spring guide right there. The barrel, to take the barrel out, that's pretty easy. You just have to pull that back, and then pull this. I'll do a separate video on this, but your barrel's right there. It's actually pretty easy to take out. Then put it back in. Basically the opposite of that. Make sure it is over the hole again, or else it will not go in. Put that back through. That's it. Another thing, the hammer's cocked back. There's no way you can decock it except by pulling the trigger. That may be bad. It's not that big of a problem. I'll get you out again. Before you fire it, you have to pull the slide back or else it will not fire. For those of you who never had a gas blowback before, that is something I did not. Damn it. It's not loaded. I'm sorry. Alright. There's also tactical rails right there, so if you want to put a flashlight, it's nice. And also the grip on this. It's hard plastic, but I like this grip a lot. And this safety is just really cool. I will think we should do a shooting test now. So. Fuck. I'm just going to do a little reload thing here. Actually, put that back. You need a speed reloader, it helps a lot. And make sure you have that tip. A lot of people lose these. It's really hard to reload these. if impossible without them. No complaints reloading, except sometimes it's a little bit stiff, so you have to pull the spring back to assist it. Another thing, some people don't know the gas, but you have to hold the mag upside down, the gas like this. If you hold it like this, you'll get like 3 shots of it. The gas just does not go in. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want about 6 seconds. So they say 3 to 5, but this thing, it's double stacked. Double stacked means that, see how they're side by side, they're not up and down. That's double stacked. Single stacked, they're just one after the other. So this holds twice the amount of rounds. Anyway, like I was saying, this thing is a gas guzzler. You're going to get about 1 mag refill per thing. Alright. Put the mag in. Safety was off anyway, it should have been on. Pull it back once. And now we shoot. I'm going to say that's about 50 yards, maybe 40 yards away. It can shoot much further than that. I'll do a longer range test results later. Anyway, here we go. What do you know? It locked back. Never does that. Makes me look like a liar. Anyway, let's go check out the results. I don't have my glasses on and the wind's all going to the left, but they were all like just right here, right by it. This is a pretty good grouping. This is about a human-sized torso. It's pretty good. I have no problem hitting this with my glasses on and when there's no wind. But this is about the pretty end of the effective range. I am able to hit them all over there. No problem. I can hit those trees probably 3 out of every 4 shots. But it's just a problem. You know, it's a pistol. Alright, my final thoughts on this pistol. I've only had it for about a week. I've probably put 800 to 1,000 rounds through it, and I've been in many airsoft skirmishes so far with it. So far, it's holding up pretty good. I think WE gets a lot of hate because their products don't have a lot of longevity. This, at least for 2 years, will probably last you a very long time. It is much more than I expected out of it. I can hit targets much farther than I thought I'd be able to. This is my first gas blowback, so I don't have any other comparisons to do to. But I think this is overall a very good gun, as long as you're willing to do maintenance on it. You have to keep it clean. You have to silicone the slide. If you don't do that, metal on metal is not good. You also need to make sure to put a little bit of silicone in your propane if you're using that. Green gas, don't worry about that. And just make sure to be very gentle with it. Overall, I think it's good. It'll definitely serve you well. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you next time.